Hello there everybody, Misfit here from the Coop guys, back on the Cherry Vanilla server. And yeah, this thing has been working pretty well. I like it. It still needs some tweaks which I haven't gotten around to. Mainly I think this glass block here, I need to get rid of that. Because I need to kind of throw it up a bit more when I'm throwing the potions, because it's hitting the guys at the front and not at the back. And I don't think that if you fire potions from a dispenser and then switch to the looting sword, it actually does the trick. Although TMH had an interesting idea, which I've yet to test and try, which is the center block in the middle. If it fires lava and then retracts, and then I switch to the looting sword, would it translate over? Because I know like the likes of dispensing TNT from a dispenser or from a bow, or from a fire bow, that actually does count as your action towards the mob. So I'm not sure, I'll do some testing on that later. Unfortunately, aside from the fact that I've run out of spider eyes, so I don't have any potions, there was a bit of shenanigans on last night that involved a group of us, some invisible zombie pigmen, and a lot of people dying. So unfortunately, I had my looting 3 sword on me, and it is gone. I'm guessing it got picked up, and now a bunch of those guys have it, but it wasn't named, and I have no idea where it is. So, since it's the only looting 3 sword I have, it'll be a while before I get another one. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of enchanting soon, but not at the moment. So, but we're gonna leave the bovine blender today. We're gonna work on something else. You may have noticed something in the last episode. Let's see if I can get over there while eating steak. No, not quite. Oh, hey man. Oh, actually, I need you. Prepare to die. Dead. Yeah, over here. Yeah, here's a bit of it. I have now outlined the witch hut perimeter finally. I've just put these half slabs down, and that's the middle point going straight to the witch hut. I have lined out a perimeter. It's a bit bigger than it should be. Most people, when they make a perimeter, they usually make it about 150 blocks from the witch hut. I've done 175. And there is a reason for that. One, I know it's a bit overkill. But the reason I have done it is because there's another witch hut that way, and they kind of intersect. I haven't done the outline the perimeter to find out exactly how much they intersect, but let's just end a pearl over there and just get a better look. If the world would load, can I see it through the world? No. Alright, oh, come on world, load up please. Whatever. Anyway, so the corner of our perimeter is just about... hang on. There we go. Right. Corner of the perimeter is here. And right where this... right in this section here is where the perimeter for the other witch hut actually overlaps. So I made them a bit bigger because I want... if I do make a witch farm over there, I want to kind of operate mainly around here, so that I'm kind of in range of both of them, so that they're both even working at 50% or whatever. At least it'll, I'll be getting something, I'll be utilizing both. So I've outlined the perimeter here. I haven't done any digging, apart from the outline, and the outline actually got me a fair amount of stuff. I got almost a double chest of dirt, and at the time I had a double chest of cobble. I've used all that up, and that was just digging the outline. That wasn't actually excavating all the stuff. So for when I am actually going to dig all this terrain out, I'm going to need a much bigger storage facility than the one I have down here, because my cobble chest is nearly full and my dirt is full, and that's pretty much all the stuff I have. well, the space I have for it. I plan on revamping a whole lot of this stuff anyway, but I decided I was going to make a storage silo, because I've never made one, and I designed one in Creative, and I quite like the way it's turned out. So we're going to put it about here somewhere, right next to the house, because I reckon I'll be popping back and forth to the house a lot to swap out tools and things. So yeah, let's put a torch there. Yay. So, I got a whole bunch of stuff lined up here, ready for, let's get rid of this crap, ready for the build. So, I'm going to be making 2 silos, and if you're not sure what a silo is, it's basically just a whole bunch of chests that feed into each other into the bottom. So, kinda, what's the best way to describe it? I don't know, like a gumball machine, when you take one out the bottom, another one loads in. So, that kind of thing. So we're going to build it about here, I think. Right here. Would probably be a good place. So let us... We've got some slabs, let's get rid of those seeds, and we'll get some chests going. I'm going to build this on camera, but I'm probably going to be cutting away every now and again, just to warn you. So let's see, we're going to have... Straight away, I'm going to have to get rid of this guy. And put it over here, next to the blood sheep pen. I didn't pick that up, did I? Hello? There you are, sneaky guy. Go away, seed! Don't need you anymore. Yeah. Pop you there. So, this is the base of our silo. Hello, silo base. And I'm going to use stone slabs, because I really like the way the stone slabs look, to be honest. I really wish they did more with them. Like, I wish they had, well, the full block one is the one that everyone wants, but I really wish they had stair versions of these, because I think they would work really well. And I've also kind of gotten into the habit of using my stone slabs for redstone. I'm not sure why I decided to do that, but I just do. So I usually make a ton of things out of these now. Yeah, and what we're going to need for our silo is lamps. And the lamps are going to basically tell us how full this thing is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ta-da! Excellent. Right. So we're going to have a bunch of chests in the back. And I need a whole bunch of slabs down this side of this thing. No, I don't. I just remembered that this is going to be our cobble silo. So we're going to have some cobble in it, just to actually show what kind of thing is here. And I'm trying to make this thing from memory. I'm not doing a very good job. I just remember the basic stuff. Because I came up with a design, and then I remembered I needed to tweak it, but I figured I would tweak it whilst I was making it. And already I know that these guys are in the wrong place. Because... I did not grab the glass. Because I'm going to have glass at the front. And I got some help picking the glass. I've ended up going for the white anyway. I don't know what I tried using regular glass. You know, the old school vanilla glass for this thing. And I tried to use it. I keep trying to use it in different builds, but I just can't do it. And it's bizarre. The stained glass has just become the go-to glass for a lot of people now, because the regular undyed glass has got too many colours in it. Even though it's supposed to be clear, it's got the white. These streaks on across the middle are all white, and the edges are kind of they've got a really vibrant blue color to them. So yeah, it's not the best thing to use anymore. So yeah, let me just get the front of this thing all made up, and then I'll be back when I'm ready to start doing all the redstoney stuff. Alright, I think I've got the front facing mostly done. So it's got our lamp gauge in the middle to measure how much cobble we have stored up in our silo, and a little glass dial around it, kind of like a weird thermometer or something like that. I'm not entirely convinced if I like this, because I think the brick that I'm using might be covering up the cobble a bit too much. So I might move these out one and just have a nice glass rectangle in the middle. But that's something I can do later on. Right now I'm going to work on the guts of the thing here. So we've got the things mostly set up. Well, we're getting ready, but we're going to work from the back forward, I think. So this is where we're going to put items into the silo, and this is where we're going to take items out. So we're just going to work our way back here. I wonder... Actually, I'm going to change things up a bit. I'm going to put the hopper there. And I'm going to change this out too. And I'm going to put the hoppers in this middle track here. Because I just want to try and hide the hoppers as much as possible. Because they don't particularly go well with the with the stone slabs or anything, and they're not the easiest things to hide, especially when you have to have them put in a certain way. So let's see, how does that look? Yeah, you can still kind of see that, and you can definitely see that one. I don't know, I'll think of something. I'll maybe just put something there and... See, originally I had this all down one, so the stair was sitting right on top of this, so that kind of covered it up a bit, but I don't know. Anyway, we're working from the back forward, so from the silo, the stuff's going to go into that end chest. It's probably going to pick up the stuff from here. There we go. So this is going to be our first main storage chest. And from this... That's not what I want that. You can have a comparator and a couple of repairs. And that's pretty much that bit. Get rid of that just now. So basically, if there is anything in this chest... Well, if there's a considerable... I've got it set. If I wanted that to light up whenever anything was in it, I would actually have the... hang on, let's see. Bam, that. Like that. There we go. So if there was anything in that chest, it would light it up. But I don't want that, because when this thing's being filled, all those lamps would flicker on and off as items were passing through empty chests and down into the ones that they're actually filling. Whereas if I keep the comparators back a bit, and I think it's like half a stack of items or something. Or maybe a couple of stacks, I don't know. Let's just have a whole bunch of crap in there. Okay. This is a bit more than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Finally. So, yeah, when we have a whole bunch of crap in the chest, that lights up. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be quite like that. Let me test that again. Let me get some full stacks and we'll see exactly what's going on, because it's not going to have... A lot of these are like different stack sizes and all that, so... let's go for the stone and the dirt, and we've got other stuff as well. So let's see. The moment that lamp lights up... So let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh. 4... 3. Okay, so when there's between 3 and 4 stacks in there, that's when that lamp lights up then. There we go. So, that's fine, because there's going to be hoppers connecting this anyway, so it's not going to be terribly accurate, because the hoppers have their own little storage amounts as well, so so that's going to be accurate enough for me, I think. Let's get rid of some of that. That, yeah. Okay. So, what we're basically going to be doing now for the rest of this, I don't want the repeaters, I want the comparators, thank you, is just heading up. Where's my dirt? There we go. So just heading up and hoppers. Put that one there. And we're going to be placing chests left and right, but we're going to have like a central pillar of hoppers. So that one will feed in there. And we need our chests. And I would like the chests facing outwards, if I can. So let's come back a bit. Can I place you on the side? I can. There we go. Like that. And put a hopper there. And I'm basically going to be doing this the whole way up until I get to the top. And this thing, the way I've got it built is I can expand this pretty easily. So if I need more space in this silo, I can just come along and just continue this pattern. Oops, there that goes that. And just continue this pattern up. So I could have a really tall structure with like 30 odd chests of cobble in it if I wanted to. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be needing that much, because most of this is actually pretty flat. I mean, that half over there, because that's like the halfway point there, that entire half is mostly water with some small dirt islands, kind of like that level, so there's only one little tricky bit at the back. And on this side, we've got some larger land masses, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. The only bit is that corner there. It goes right through a mountain, so going to be... That's going to take some while to That's going to take some time, or quite a while, to dig out. So, and I don't want to faff around making chests and popping them down and all that stuff. So I'm just getting that out of the way now. I'm not putting the hoppers in. I just realised. So hopper goes there. So I need one going there, and I need one going there. Yeah. So I'll carry on doing this, and we'll be back when we're ready to do how. So that this is a bit. Words are failing me yet again. Right. So this is where the stuff's going to be stored, but I haven't actually covered how I'm going to put them in yet. I'm just going to make a standard item by elevator. So there you go. Oh, I was expecting to do a bit of a lead up to that, but never mind, I've just told you. Yeah, so there's going to be an item elevator, which we will do in a moment, once I finish this up. Alright, got all that kitted out and set up and everything, and I also forgot, I had the center line of hoppers feeding into the chests, but the only one that was actually going to take stuff out of chests was the one down at the bottom, and these ones are just going to hold on to the stuff, so I forgot about that, and I've just added some more hoppers in, just to take out from the chests and put them in back into this center line. So that's that done. Rearrange this a tad, just to keep this out of the way of the hoppers that are going to be here. So, going to have a bunch of hoppers feeding into a dropper. Where are my droppers? They're here. I want to, yep, right there. So we're going to have a dropper here, and we're going to have a whole tower of droppers heading up to here. But I need, kind of need this one facing the right way. So you're gonna go there. Perfect. Ow. Kinda forgot I had to have a dart pillow there. Okay, so we'll have another hopper dropper thingamajiggy there. And then this. There. So that should be all the hoppers we need. There is a ton in this thing. I had to go make more, and I'm down to 2. So this is really eating into my iron. But I reckon I'll be using this for a long time, so that's cool. So we've kind of got the items coming down all figured out, and the gauge. So now we just need to figure this part out, and I'm going to need some... Oh, I've got plenty of stone slabs. So... Did I grab my redstone torches? I did. Excellent. Fantastic. So I'm just going to make a torch tower up here to get this item elevator done. This is the same one I made TMH before for a spider farm. Not my design. I just remembered it from what I've seen online. I can't remember who came up with it, but it's fairly common. So this is just an item elevator using droppers and redstone torches to... Hey... No! Go away. Burn. Haha! You tried to screw me. Yeah, so these droppers are just going to carry the items up into the top of the chests so that they can come right back down again. Awesome. Alright, so that should do us for the item elevator. The only thing I really need to do now is get the trigger thingamajig in. And I actually did this once before with a chicken farm that I made on the previous world. Works pretty well, so I'm just going to keep using it until I can figure out something better. If I can, I don't think I can. So, how was it again? It was 2 comparators. That one on the blank. This is a bit too high up, actually, now that I think about it. I would have liked this underground. Do I have any droppers left? I do. I'm going to lower this one, actually. And I'm going to have to redo this entire torch tower thing. So give me a sec while I do that. Alright, everything's hooked up and ready to go. I ended up leaving this where it was because I'm going to be putting a casing around this thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter that this is on ground level or not. I still put this dropper in at the bottom anyway because I was going to have like the trigger circuit here. But I actually just like moved it down and put it back here instead, and this shouldn't interfere with any of the hoppers in any way. The only one that might be an issue is this one, but as long as I don't put a block here, I don't think that will power it. I don't think it's going to get powered anyway, because it would have to go from there to there to there, and then up to the hopper, so I think it's a bit too far. I'm also considering whether or not I can actually move this whole tower in one. I kept a block distance here, so that these blocks and torches wouldn't interfere with the hoppers. But I've got the hoppers back here, and the only ones it would actually affect is this one here. And I don't think that would be a problem, because by default, this block is off, this torch is off, and this block is off. So I don't think that would actually affect those hoppers. When it's loading, when I'm taking out, I mean, when it's loading though, these hoppers will be turning on and off. But if I'm putting stuff into this, I don't think I'm actually going to be taking stuff out. So I think I'll probably go ahead and move this all along one just to make it a little bit more compact. Because right now this is what, 9 blocks across with another shell on the outside that will make it up to 10. So I could probably bring the whole thing down to 9 blocks. by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 by 7. That's not too bad actually for a big thing like this. And it could make it as high as I need it to be. So, without any further ado, let's do a little test here. So, I've got a ton of cobble, and we're going to shove it all in. So, this will be taking the cobble out of the chest, taking it through the hoppers, to our timing circuit, which is freaking out a little bit, but that's fine. So, basically, this comparator detects whether or not there are items in this dropper, and it will go through and it will go through this and keep on making a pulse, and this will power the torch tower as it's doing here, which goes up the item elevator, transporting everything up, and then that will feed into the little buffer chest I got at the top, and then cascade all the way down through these chests, finally along this hopper track and into this chest here. So, and when this fills up, these will fill up, and then the chests up here will fill up, and so on. So that's pretty much our silo right here. I haven't done any numbers. Let's do a quick math here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chests. So that's 520 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Thousands of stacks. Okay, it's gonna have I reckon it would probably hold about 800 stacks of cobble in this thing. Near enough. I don't think I actually have enough cobble to see if the lighting will turn on. But as you notice, there is items going down through these chests and so on. That's how we're getting stuff in the output chest. But none of the lamps are coming on just yet, and that's what I wanted, because if I had these closer, it would have all. It would be close enough that as soon as a single item was in that chest, all these lamps would light up like cascading down one at a time. And that's not. I don't want that. I only want the lights to show when things are full. But yeah, that's our cobble silo. I'm going to be making an outer shell for that. Haven't really thought too much on how to do that, and I'll put a dirt silo here as well. The dirt one's probably more important than the cobble. I might change this to be the dirt one, because most of the stuff I'm going to be digging out is going to be dirt over there. The only real stone that I'm going to be digging out is this corner, and there's a little bit right at the far corner of this as well, but that will be for another day, and I think that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Bye now.